Hello, YouTube land. We are going on an adventure. Boy and I, which there he is, are heading to the Missouri Breaks for a camp hunt action. We are driving by Braille. On our way up, it's kind of windy right now. It's supposed to continue to be windy. We got some North Dakota weather. You know, it's gonna be windy today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be really bad, like 48-mile-an-hour winds and dumb shit. So we gotta try. I'm gonna try and find a place to set the Dodge up for base camp that's gonna be out of the wind, and that's not going to be like on a main road anywhere, because I just don't want to have my stuff messed with. So that is what we're doing. We're going to swing by a town at the last fuel stop, obviously, top off tanks, fill up the diesel tanks for my diesel heater just in case we need it. If I remember right, it's not supposed to get too cold. I think it's like supposed to be into the high mid-40s. It's not going to be too bad. We got 0-degree sleeping bags in the tent, fully charged battery, just in case we need the heater. But that will be played by, like, you know, what the temperature's like before we go to bed. Anyways, I will bring you guys back when we get closer, and I will have a video set up of said camp. I will not be setting up my annex on this trip, which I tend to do on the hunting trips, but there's no snow on the ground and it's not cold enough really, so we don't really need the annex. Annex has its own rubber floor, so it's kind of nice walking around on that without any shoes on versus just barefooting it onto the snow. So, that being said, I shall bring you back when we get into huntable grounds. Next time you see me, I'll be adorning some orange with the little reflective stripes, because, you know, very fashionable. I'm a fashionable person. All right, later. And this is why we secure fire extinguishers. That was a 10-pound fire extinguisher, and it emptied itself inside the truck. Was that all the way empty?
I think there was still some in there.
Jesus fuck. We gotta clean this out. Somebody thought it was a great idea to put a home right there. Long time ago. Yeah, we're like middle of the breaks. Pretty crazy things out here. Sorry for the horrible light quality. This is going to be our spot for tonight. Getting ready to cook up some food. Then we're going to pack up in the morning because we're supposed to have some hellacious wind gusts out here. So either try to find a place where the wind isn't, or just go hit somewhere completely different entirely. I'm not sure yet. I don't think the hunt is going to be good tomorrow. We're going to have a bright night. So I think it's probably going to be up late feeding. So everything's going to be bedded down longer tomorrow. So it's going to be harder to find anything. So these are our issues that we were facing today. Most of my door all the way next to it. And my fridge just died. So we also have that. So fire extinguisher blows up inside a truck, fridge dies, now we might have a food crisis. So we're gonna eat like kings tonight so we don't waste any food. Always an adventure. Always an adventure. It's always something that breaks on a trip. At least that's kind of how my year's been going. Well, I'll insert a photo. We were woken up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. There was a video clip. This could be all dark because it was 1:30 in the morning. Kind of did some things to the tent. We had to fix some things on the tent before we could put the tent away, which that in itself was nothing short of an adventure. We are currently heading away from the breaks, trying to find areas with much less winds. Yeah, there's a lot of people up there anyways. With how fast the wind was moving up there, it would have been absolutely pointless for us to try to do any kind of hunting up there, as we spent the whole first day up there glassing it. We didn't see anything anyways. We're looking miles away from any road, and we're already, a mile or two away from, any main road. So it wasn't working out. So we are dirt roading our way south to a different hunting district that is got, according to the weather, much slower winds, and actually has green timber on it. So we may be able to find something hunkering down in the timber. So that being said, bring you back when we get to where we're going or see something interesting. So we just jumped a small herd out. Got very excited. Nice bull in there too. That was the only thing I could identify. Also, I seen just a bunch of brown jumping over a fence right on the corner of the state that we're on. Yeah, they scattered through the trees and they went off into private. So we're not going to be able to get one of those down. But it's nice to see them. We know that they're around. We might be able to catch them again. Seeing how we don't know how far they ran. We lost them in the timber. So we don't really know what direction they ran. So we're kind of walking the boundary line to see if we can't
locate them again. But hey, I mean, we seen some stuff. What's that?
So we got elk before we did deer.
Yeah, I know. And what's sad is we should see more elk here on a piece of state land in the middle of nowhere than we did in the Missouri breaks that are supposed to be famous for elk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get a move on. Oh, that's gonna be tight.